Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video with me. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I have lost 60 pounds over the last couple of years following the Starch Solution and using the principles of calorie density. So I'm a busy mum of two and I want to show you how I make this way of eating work for me when life is crazy and you've got other stuff going on, how to put some practical things in place. Food planning, meal prep, all of that kind of good stuff. How to make healthy food fun for kids as well. What my kids eat, a little bit of everything really. So so I have got loads of things going on this morning that I really want to share with you guys. I'm very passionate about food, clearly, and I'm very passionate to have found a way of eating that I can eat massive portions of food every single day and still stay lean. It's just incredible. So what have I got going on this morning? So firstly, Romy is Romy, you're munching on the kale. Interesting. So firstly, Romy is helping me. We're gonna make that epic kale salad that we made the other day. We've got loads of fresh kale that just came through yesterday. So Romy's helping me while she's biting the leaves off. So we're just putting them in the food processor. I'm gonna blitz that up like I did the other day with some garlic salt, some lemon juice, and some tahini to make what would otherwise be a very boring kale salad into an incredible kale feast. So I've also got some other veggies on the go at the moment as well. You are doing such a good job, Roms. So I've got some carrots and courgettes going on here. Oh my God, I've nearly burnt the pan. Hold on, let me rehydrate, wait a sec. So I don't cook with any oil at all. So if the pan starts to get a little bit dry, I just add a splash of water as I go. So anyway, that's in there. And then I've got loads of leftover broccoli from yesterday and I'm just gonna bung that in as well. Cannot have too many veggies, so that is that. And then while I'm doing this, I'm preloading a little bit of leftover watermelon from yesterday. And then I've got a couple of really exciting things planned this morning. So I really wanted to have something chocolatey and like puddingy for breakfast. And I know I've made loads of versions. Oh, hold on. I made loads of versions of like a chocolate pudding. And this one, I want to do a fusion. I wanted to do sweet potato, chickpea, banana, chocolate pudding. All the things sweet and delicious. Romy, what is it? Your watermelon. Here you go, sweet. Oh, you like that, do you? So yes, I wanted to add all of those things together so it's extra thick and creamy and sweet and delicious. And I want to show you guys how I do that. I also wanted to have some fun with using some rice today and sticking rice in the food processor because I thought that could be quite fun and turning it into something. So stay tuned for a crazy day of food with me and Roms. Abe is back at school today, which again feels weird when I'm used to having him here. So it's a little bit quieter. Oh, Romy, don't put the kale on the floor, dear me. So anyway, yes, I'll show you what I end up eating and what I end up creating. But right now, Romy and I are busy in the kitchen, so I'll chat to you guys later. Okay. So this kale is amazing. Romy gets so excited about it. Here, Romy. You have a little taste? Oh dear. Yeah, yummy. Yummy, yummy, Romy. Delicious. I've also decided I've got the food processor out. I'm just going to whip up a little bit of hummus as well. And then I need to put on some more chickpeas immediately because I'm out of chickpeas. I should use another bean, but I just love chickpeas so much. I'm going to go for more chickpeas like a rascal. Okay, I've just made the most epic chocolatey feast and the most epic vegetable feast I've ever made. And I'm just so excited to dig in. Okay, Romy's having a whale of a time. Okay, so here is my lovely kale salad. There are all my veggies and my massive pile of hummus. I couldn't even be bothered to wash the food processor, so it's got some kale in it. Anyway, that's my veggie portion. And then I've got my chocolate pudding portion. Now this thing is amazing. So it's slightly different from my other varieties. I know I love chocolate pudding and I do a lot of different kinds of pudding. But this one is... Oh, wow. Romy, do you want some chocolate pudding? Romy, do you want some chocolate pudding? Romy, look. Do you want some chocolate pudding? Oh, what do you think of that? Do you like it? Yeah. So that one is 2 little baby sweet potatoes, 2 ripe bananas, a cup of chickpeas, like 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder, teaspoon of vanilla, and I've made it orange style, but adding 2 of those little tangerine things in there, so it's like a chocolate orange vibe. Mwah! Out of this world, no other sweetener, just the fruit and the sweet potatoes and stuff. So it's incredible. You got to try it out. You've got to try it out because it's yum. Oh, and a splash of soy milk, obviously, to get everything moving, not too much. Okay guys, so I wanted to give you a quick update on just foodie things. So obviously I ate all my veggies and hummus, which was delicious. And really after that, I wasn't really very hungry. And I'm finding as time goes on and the more I start to eat with veggies and beans in the morning, I'm not super hungry straight afterwards. So that's just really interesting. This is something that's happening slowly. And I feel like I'm actually being able to honor my hunger fullness cues even more as time goes on with the addition of incredible volumes of veggies and beans. So it's amazing what that does to you over time. It's not an instant change, it's something that happens over time. But anyway, it's about 1:15 and I'm just starting to get a little bit hungry again. And I went through and my chocolate pudding, which I know is so delicious and yummy, it's one of those things that I didn't put loads of extra sweetener in, so it doesn't taste over sweet and overstimulating. It's just the perfect amount of sweetness, whereby if you're actually hungry, it will taste really delicious. If you're not properly hungry yet, it'll be like a bit, I don't need it that much, right? But it is delicious, but I can tell that I don't need it yet, if that makes sense, which is super interesting. So therefore I'm going to wait a little while and I'm going to have a cup of tea or some water or something, just a little drink, and then after that, when I actually get hungry, I know I'm going to go for that chocolate pudding like there's no tomorrow. But it's when you really unstimulate all your food, when you de-stimulate, is that a word? I don't know, all your food, you really are able to listen to your hunger fullness cues properly. And that is really where the magic happens. Eating the Starch Solution, eating this way is fantastic for everybody, right? As long as you listen to your hunger fullness cues. People get into trouble when they don't listen to their hunger fullness cues, and or when they don't add enough of the non-starchy veggies into their diet as well, and beans and fruit and all of the right kind of those kinds of things. But obviously starches are so important, but listening to your hunger fullness cues is just vital. And yeah, it's an ongoing journey. It's something I'm still working on in myself as well. I don't have all the answers. I'm still just working on this day by day. So anyway, my point is I'm not going to eat my chocolate pudding just yet because I'm not super excited and into it at the moment. I'm going to be super excited. Well, it is delicious, but I know I'm going to love it so much in about half an hour's time. And that is when it's perfect. So I hope that makes sense. Food can be delicious and it should be delicious, but it should be delicious when you're actually hungry. Anyway, hope that makes sense. Okay, so Romy's been dying to go on the Pickler's Triangle for ages, but we needed to sort the house out and clean and do loads of stuff. I just wanted to show you how fearless she is because it is ridiculous. Okay, so I really want to take Romy out, but I do want to eat some food before we go. So I just had a little bit of my chocolate pudding, but I'm also feeling a bit thirsty, but I'm going to have a drink of water, but I fancy something different. So I've decided to make myself an Amy version of a iced vanilla latte kind of thing. So I'm going to put my ingredients together and I'll vaguely show you how I make this. I'm making it up on the go. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, so I'll keep you updated. Okay, so I've got all my ingredients. I want to show you my vague thoughts. It's very simple and I would jazz it up if I had other ingredients. So basically, I don't really like coffee. I don't really want to use coffee. So I've got this coffee alternative that I'm going to use, a little scoop of that. Romy has got loads of ice that we just got out of the freezer to make it nice and chilly. I don't know why I'm feeling quite warm today because I've been cleaning the house like a crazy person. I've got some nice almond milk because it's super low calorie density, but it's also got a little bit of sweetness as well, so that's quite nice. I've obviously got some vanilla to make it a vanilla vibe. And I also wanted a little extra boost of sweetness, so I thought a nice banana would do the trick. I would have tried a bit of sweet potato, or the other thing I was thinking is if I had any chickpeas, I would have definitely put chickpeas in here to make it like a protein packed vanilla iced latte. That'd be super cool, and I'll do that at some point, and then I'll put a recipe video out for you guys because I really want to do that with the beans. But anyway, for now I'm just going to make my own version with all of this stuff that I mentioned. I'm just going to whack it in. I have no idea about the measurements. I'll let you know if it's of interest later. But anyway, let's see how we do this. Okay guys, so I know I've got stuff on in the background, but I just want to show you this really cool vanilla-y, oh, it's going to go everywhere. It's going to go everywhere. Hold on, we're going to do this properly. So Romy's getting really tired, so I'm going to take her out for a walk in a second, and then we're going to go and pick up Abe. Can you see the icy goodness? Oh no, you can't. There you go. Hold on, my little love, Mummy's coming. Okay, so this is the vanilla latte thing that I've got going on. It's incredible. It's very, very delicious. Oh wow, super yum. So I did add a couple of dates in here just to give it some sweetness. because it was lacking in the sweetness front because I put too much ice in. Anyway, this is a great, super healthy, icy, cold latte kind of drink. So I'm going to drink this. I'm also going to eat the rest of my chocolate pudding because I haven't finished this yet. This was only a little portion of it. There was loads in the blender. It actually made a massive amount, so I've already eaten quite a lot. But anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy these two naughty little things because I'm feeling like I'm in a bit of a sweet mood. So anyway, okay guys, Romy and I are heading out the door. And I'll show you how much I had. I got really full for some reason. I didn't really eat much of that, to be honest. It was so yummy, but I think I had too much of this to start with, and this really filled me up. I don't know, I had a little vague average. This was like 300 calories or something like that. Not that calories are everything, but it's just, obviously when I have a drink, it's also like having a part of a meal. It's always good to be conscious of that. So anyway, I wasn't purposefully trying to not eat this. I just got full. So anyway, I'm leaving that. Heading out for a walk, and I'll probably finish them when we get back, although Abe might also steal some of my pudding. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I'll show you where we go. It's a lovely little place. Haven't been there in ages, and tonight we're having some pasta. I'm gonna do, just so you know, I'm not doing pasta at the moment, so I'm gonna do, as you guys know, it's fantastic for weight loss. When you're working on the final bit of getting lean, sometimes pastas and stuff like that can kind of get in the way of progress. So what I'm doing is I'm swapping that for some potatoes, which I find more satisfying anyhow, and I love these potatoes that we've got. They're so yummy. But I am gonna do some courgette noodles with the tomato sauce, and I'm going to crumble a burger on the top with some potatoes on the side, and that sounds so delicious to me. Anyway, that's how I'm doing my version, low calorie density style. Okay, so this is the little place that I'm bringing Romy to. I'm just going to let her run around and be a free baby for about 20 minutes before we go and pick up Abe. But it's so nice to get out, even though it is really, really chilly. I'm still determined to be an outdoor baby. Okay, we're just at home, and I've given Abe some of the chocolate pudding, and I've put a few little chocolate chips on the top for him. And Romy and I are just finishing off the rest, and I'm finishing off the rest of my little iced latte situation. And then we're just going to go and play, and then I'm going to get started on making some dinner. And while I'm doing dinner, I'm also going to prep lots of just general things like put the chickpeas on, make loads of potatoes, all that kind of good stuff. You don't think so, Rams? You sausage. Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you a quick little food update. So, Rob, careful, babes. So I've got loads of potatoes in my Instant Pot. So obviously I'm going to be having mine with potatoes. I've got a massive, huge tomato soup, tomato sauce kind of vibe going on in here. I'm cooking the baby some pasta. I'm just about to grab my courgettes and spiralize those babies up for kind of like what's it called? Zoodles. I'm going to do myself some lovely zoodles with the sauce on top, and I am going to cook these in a little bit of garlic salt or something, just to like, don't want them fully raw. I want them like, oh, I tell you what, I might put some carrots in there as well. Carrot and courgette zoodles. Yeah, that sounds good. Right, so let's do that. Oh, nice big carrot, perfect. Yeah, so that is my plan. And yep, I've got loads of things going on, but I'll show you when I put my food together properly. Okay, so this is what I've got going on. I've got 2 courgettes and a carrot with some soy sauce and some garlic salt, just wilting that down. Then I had the middles of the courgettes, and I didn't want to waste them. I didn't know what to do with it. So I've just decided to try out just cooking them here real quick. And I'm just going to put them in the blender and just blitz them to make like a kind of cheesy sauce, was my thinking, with some nooch and garlic and stuff, and maybe pour that on top. See how it goes. Anyway, I'll let you know. Okay, guys, I want to show you what I have got. This is my epic pasta feast without any pasta. So I've got all my noodles on there, I've got my sauce, I crumbled up a lovely burger, which is a great decision. And then I've got loads and loads of potatoes. Obviously you can have pasta when you eat this way, and that's absolutely fantastic, but I prefer and I get more satisfied from potatoes. So this way I still get to have my pasta vibe with all my taties. So anyway, I'm going to go and tuck into this. Abe's naked, I can't show you. Anyway, Romy's and Abe are enjoying their food. But yeah, I'm going to go enjoy this. Hello everybody. So it has been quite an intense night. Romy has been just so squeaky, and Abe has been mental, and it's just been a little bit stressful, to be honest. You know, when you have one of those days. Anyway, I'm just busy working, but I am partially a tiny bit hungry, and partially I'm just feeling like I need something snacky. which isn't the best. However, sometimes these things happen. That's all right. So I want to show you what I do when I get the snacky munches. So the first thing I want to say is I'm very glad that I've set up my environment so that there's nothing naughty in my house. I'm so lucky that I just have a rule where there's nothing naughty in my house. Aside from some chocolate chips that don't interest me, there is basically nothing. My fridge is packed full of fruits and veggies and starches, so that's perfect. So I've only got good options to choose from. So that's the first thing I do. Second thing I do is if I'm going to have a snack, you know, you don't have to be perfect all the time. Sometimes you can just have a snack because you fancy a snack and it's just life, and you know, you're allowed to do that. It's fine. So what I'm going to do is I was thinking about what I could have. I've already had a little bowl of frozen mango, like ages ago, right after dinner. And I also had a few little leftover maple cinnamon chickpeas that I made the other day. They were on the side. This is the thing about your environment. They were on the side, and so I ate them. It's one of those things. It just happened. It's one of those nights. Just being honest here. So anyway, so I'm thinking about what else I could have. I could have some fruit, but actually I'm thinking I fancy some more potatoes. That's a really good option. Super satisfying. So I've got some of these leftover potatoes. So I'm going to chop them into chips. And then I'm just going to stick them in the air fryer, and I'm just going to nibble on those as a little snacky thing to get me through some work, because I've got another hour or two to get through. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. And yeah, that's probably me for this evening. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, it's me again. I actually can't be bothered to make the chips now. It's a matter of, have I got enough energy to actually do it? No, I don't have enough energy to do it. So instead, I'm going to grab an apple. That is my plan. I'm going to eat an apple, quick and simple. It's amazing how the things that are easiest to us are the things that we gravitate towards. So make the healthy things in your life easy and accessible, and have them out on the counter. Because I just saw this apple, I was like, yeah, I'll just eat an apple. So anyway, hopefully that's a little helpful tip from you when I'm feeling a little just stressed and overwhelmed and things like that. So